go. Here we go. We in the building. We are in the building. Brother Mark and Mark, y'all tell me how my audio sounds. Am I coming in and out? Am I coming through Chris, or is everything solid?
Impeccable, my brother. Impeccable.
I just want to make sure my sound is right, man, because sometimes, I'm a over perfectionist and it be coming through janky on my end, and so I just be wanting to make sure we hear everything. Y'all hear the labels Copyright Act of 1976. This content, copyright material is for the use which has not always been specifically authorized by the copyright owner, such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, and scholarship and research. And that's what we're doing right here, right? Right, fellas? We're educating, we're researching, we're doing scholarship, we're doing case studies, and Urban Matters BMG is in the building. I'm your gracious host, Dr. Juice. We got my brother Marky Mark, and we got the Dr. Shike over there on the Midwest side of things, by way of St. Louis and Houston and Dallas and all of that good stuff over there, man. I'm about to take a trip over there, bro. Shaq, you in the building? I think we got Brush Shaq. He in and out. He in and out. So
yeah, he in and out today.
We're gonna let him do his thing. Can you hear us, Brush Shaq? We're just trying to make sure we got you in the building, man. Make sure you getting it popping, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna start this thing out like this, man. Cause you know why, bro, Mark? This diaspora war stuff, we about to set something off. We about to set the record straight with this nothing burger American black mind trick. They trying to steal the heritage. They want you to be deflected on diaspora. They want you to, man, we American, man. How many times we got to say this, bro, Mark?
Every day, over and over and over. And then we got to drink a glass of water and say it some more.
You know what I'm about to do, bro, Mark?
What's that, bro?
This is what I'm about to do right here, bro.
What? Yes, sir.
We about to set this. What? Lamar, you know we can set it off down here in the dirty.
Yes, sir.
Y'all want this party started, right?
Right.
Want it? They calling it.
This party started quickly, right? Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off. 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 Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off. Come on.
Y'all don't want us to set it off, man. Y'all don't want that.
Set it off. Y'all want this party started quickly, right?
Well, guess what? Y'all got it started. Man. Listen,
That's
bro, Mark,
right.
thanks for dropping in with us, man. Thanks for tapping in with us. Y'all see it, man. I want y'all to look at this paint. Look at this diaspora wars thing on the screen. We got tacos on there. We got collard greens. We got rainbow colors. We got the green, the dollar colors, diaspora wars. It's a mind trick. We got Ogoto soup in the back. See the African soup with the where they like to put the what they call it, the little bread. They put the little white dough in there and lick it up.
The dumpling.
The dumpling.
Yeah.
They call it something else though. They call it fufu. Fufu.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. We're not trying to compete, man. We just trying to have pride in who we are. And y'all see it, man. I took my time and designed this art right here, man. Urban Matters Black Media Group. We trying to point out the Jedi mind trick behind the diaspora wars. You know what I'm saying? It's a nothing burger. And it's to get you distracted enough. You see how all these people right here looking. We got Hector, we got Fafaka, and we got goddamn Pierre. And so they trying to keep us deflected, and they trying to keep us off balance, and to keep us from focusing on our communities. When everybody can have Bruh Shack, we was reading some stuff earlier about the Nazis back in 1930 something, where they was delineating way back then, and they wasn't trying to apologize for it. They wasn't trying to apologize. They was doing their own thing, and they're not. But when we do it, everybody want to point their finger at us and shame us, man. I got so much content coming up, Bruh Shack. Start feeding that content right now. Boy, we got some content for y'all, boy. We got some content. But bro, Mark, give me your analysis. I mean, I hear you coming in. I know we're gonna get you back in later on. And bro, Mark, we got you janking out on us at the internet. Hey, bro, Mark got all that tinfoil around his house. That tinfoil.
Oh boy. Hey.
That tinfoil be blocking all the signals.
That you better look out, man. Better look out. I'm ready.
I hear you, boy. I hear you. Let me see, man. I got some content ready for y'all,
boy.
man. Listen. It's very interesting. I got a content, man. Y'all want to see how people are talking greasy about Americans on social media. About to see this. And y'all gonna be really, really mad at these people about y'all. And some of them rocking with us, but some of them not. Some of them not, bro. Let's see if we can pull this up real quick. And it's just not right, man. We have to point this stuff out, man. Y'all excuse me, man. There we go. Let's see if we can get it going.
The elephant in the room about the term Sulan and Sulani, or Solani. It's time to address the elephant in the room about the term Sulan and Sulani, or Solan and Solani. Now, when the term first debuted, it was all of our understanding that it was for African descendants of chattel slavery in America, and that the two A's in the term meant African American. But I have recently went to their website that I didn't know that they had, and I
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, bro?
Oh yeah, we got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Bro, Mark, can you hear me? We got you.
I read up on the term, and the creators of Solan are claiming that it is descendants of slavery, but that we are indigenous to the United States of America, and that we don't come from Africa, and that we were enslaved indigenous people. Now, if you know the African American rapper Mauna Leo, who has always showed pride in her African American roots, recently released a song called Sexy Sulan. I'm not critiquing her in any way, shape, form, or fashion, because I know that she thinks that this means a descendant of African chattel slavery in America. But this has caused a lot of discourse surrounding the term, with Caribbean and continental people trying to call themselves Solan. So, of course, I went and did research on the creators of the term. I cannot get behind this rhetoric, because while I support African Americans wanting to distinguish themselves as an ethnicity and make it...
Boy, they mad at y'all.
Yeah, but
they mad at y'all in America, boy. What is going on? Bro, Mark, what's your take on it? I think we got you in the building now. Give us some feedback on this whole diaspora war thing. And do you think that the indigenous people that are about to get reparations and about to get their credibility for being the founders of the United States of America, do you think that they're trying to play a trick on the indigenous people by making us worry about everybody sob story?
Yes, sir. I feel like, matter of fact, I know it's the same old game that's played every time. Same old playbook every time. You know, you can't keep playing these mind games with us, because eventually we begin to pay attention. And I'm sorry, every time we take a step forward, you try to give us the Jedi mind trick and make us take 2 steps back and divide us up in another way. Every time we start moving forward, you want to divide us up another way. What you mean when you say that? Think about it. 90s hip hop, or 90s rap, or no, 80s. What happened? We had all these brothers talking unity, togetherness, just like Marvin Gaye and the OJs and everybody talking unity, togetherness. And what they do, Jedi mind trick, Jedi. Then what happened? Gangster rap and the it started dividing us. When they divided us, then what they do? They want to start talking, try to make us all gay friendly, divide us again. One thing about people that's being held down is this: you try to assimilate with a group that's strong. And if you giving all these benefits to the quote unquote LG alphabet soup group, then weaker people tend to want to rush off and be a part of that, because they feel like they got some back. They got people who got their back and they're getting something for it. And so now we're divided again. And then they even divide us up where our women aren't with our men, and our men aren't with our women. So we're just divided up in almost every way possible. And then now they're saying stuff about, politics. If you believe in Trump, then I don't even want to talk to you. What? Mm-hmm. So all of this division. And that's what these wars are. Yep. Now we got even on our land. Now, even on our land, they introduce a whole bunch of people that's not from this land and don't have a dog in the fight. And then they put them out in front of the people that do, the indigenous black people of this land. And then they put them out front, and then they say, oh, you don't need reparations, you don't need this, and you don't need that. Well, tell me this. Why absolutely every other group that have had a war or any kind of revolution against America, after it was over, they receive reparations?
Thank you.
Germany still receiving reparations. Japan still receiving reparations. And the list goes on. France still receiving reparations. But we are the only ones, because we got these tethers out in front of us talking about, we don't need no reparations from nobody. How would the country pay for the reparations? They'll print the money just like they print it for everything else they doing. So, sir, this is the Jedi mind and another divisive way to try to keep us our land. They want us to claim Africa. That's what they want us to do. And when we starting to utilize some of this information out there and realize that we are American from this soil, we're not African American, we are American.
Yeah.
And
We got to be
then
all
they
this
come,
extra stuff, but everybody else don't. They ain't gonna be extra. They
right,
ain't trying to coalition with us. We don't call us on their little Latino Day, they little Haitian Day parade, they little Caribbean Day parade. Y'all ever heard of a group organization called CARICOM? CARICOM is like a United Nations type group and organization that operates on a global level, and they never include us. They're never inclusive. I thought it was all about inclusivity, like it's all about us being black under one big Negro banner. But when it comes to their organizations, CARICOM, that means Caribbean Community something .com or .org. None of these groups are stumping the ground for us, like Martin Luther King. I didn't see no Latinos on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Nobody wasn't rocking with us. Everybody was just sitting back watching us get slaughtered. And then because we persevered and we'll fight to the end for our independence, and then everybody get to come and piggyback off us.
right.
Did I sum it up, bro Mark?
That was beautiful. That was where we are today. Today we're at the point where black folk, they got chewed up by dogs. Our babies been through in the mouths of feeding alligators. Our women bellies have been gut cut and been ripped out of their stomachs. We've been burned on stakes. We done been through all types of hung. We've been through all types of atrocities. And now you get these people from all these other countries and nations who has a similar shade, a hue of complexion, and they feel like they can comment on what we need.
Correct.
And then they try to blend in with us so they can get benefits that we should be getting. And on top of receiving the benefits, they don't want to give us nothing. Hence, Kamami. She did the exact same thing. Where you would think sisters would be saying, wait a minute, you not black. Why is it that you went and got a scholarship saying you was African American? You are a fraud. Why is it we never said that? We just said, oh, she black because she from Jamaica. What? So we have to get more serious about this thing, because I bet you one thing, she didn't hesitate to have a speech about her Indian heritage. And she didn't hesitate to get reparations for these Asian violence. But she told us in our face, no, y'all Negroes ain't getting nothing from me. I don't understand it, bro. Maybe you can help me understand it a little better. Why is it that we don't fight for our stuff like everybody else?
Yeah, because we become colonized. In our minds, we think that it's all about being political correct and that you got to be nice to everybody while they treat you like crap, while they come and hijack your culture. You can't say anything. And it's crazy, bro. Like, let me kind of give y'all an insight of who Urban BMG is, man. And I'm just using the AI. This is what the AI say about Urban Matters BMG, right? Urban Matters BMG, a bold media platform led by Dr. Juice Jr., spotlighting issues about the foundational indigenous Black Americans. Okay? Through the live streams and commentary, it dives into local politics, economic empowerment, and cultural identity, especially in the region of Florida. The channel challenges mainstream narratives, promotes self sufficient economics, and amplifies powerful voices of African. I meant to say no. I see that I was going to say African American, not African, indigenous foundational men and women. With an unapologetic energy and grassroots focus, Urban Matters BMG is where civic engagement meets real talk. So follow the sharp insights, community power, and fearless advocacy at Urban Matters Black Media Group on TikTok, Urban Matters BMG at YouTube. And y'all can check Juice Johnson, Juwce Johnson. I'm always bringing in hot fire. We got my highway crew, bro, Mark and Mark.
Yes, sir.
He always dropping
Yes,
the hot
sir.
fire. And listen, we're gonna be pointing this stuff out, man. I got a lot of content I want to share. I thought we had Bruh Shaq in the building, but I think we keep losing him through technical difficulties. Are you there, Bruh
Correct.
Shaq? Come in. Yeah, we got him.
Yeah,
Bruh
he
Shaq,
in and
you
out. We're going
Can you hear us, Bruh Shaq? Come in. Yeah, we got him. He going in and out on us, bro, Mark.
Yeah,
But that's okay.
that's all right.
That's okay. We're gonna keep this hot fire coming, man. Show y'all, man. Y'all gonna trip out. Bro, Mark, what's going to and I want you to take your time with this. I'm gonna take a break real quick. Take your time in explaining this whole ICE versus illegal immigrants. Like, what's your whole take on that? And they're giving our cities back. You know, the Democrats put them into our areas, our neighborhoods. I don't see them uptown with the liberals. Chicago, they need to send them up to North Chicago, where all the rich people at, where all the rich white folks at, all the liberals in New York. Send them up there with Bloomberg and put them up there in Letitia James' neighborhood. See how she act to them. What's your whole take on that? And why don't Black Americans, like the indigenous foundational indigenous people Americans in your Chicago communities, in your Atlanta community? I heard Trump gonna get ready to go in Atlanta, he said, y'all. He's gonna send ICE up to Atlanta. Oh, Lord. Bro, Mark, give us some feedback on that real quick.
Where do I start? Well, I feel like
Yeah, take your
for
time.
for some strange reason, we are the only group of people who fight for criminals, who fight for the criminals. What do I mean? You are illegally in the country. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. There is no way to get around it. You're illegal. They can change how they say it, undocumented workers. Well, the law is when you come here, you need to be documented. So, and it's been that way for years, for decades. So how is it all of a sudden it's okay? And we're supposed to be okay with that? No, we're not. I posted something where Mexico is hauling the illegals right on up out of their country and dropping them off at their southern border. All these people from all the other countries, south of Mexico, south and all that, They are rounding them up, just like ICE America doing. Mexico doing the same thing, shipping them right on up out of Mexico. But we, as indigenous Americans, Black Americans, what are we doing? We align ourselves with stuff that just don't make sense. And so we have a present. So to go back, at one point, our communities, even our criminals, we would run by a code. There is a code. Certain things you just didn't do. Well, that code got broke a little bit when they peddled the movie trying to teach Black folk how to run the drug business. So that code got broke with movies like oh God, now I can't think of the name of it, with Wesley Snipes and Tony Montana. So now Black folk want to run around and act like they Nino Brown. He's like, and we just started breaking all the codes. And so then we let our communities spiral out of control, because then our families got broke up because of Biden's crime bill that locked up hundreds of thousands of young Black people for selling drugs, using drugs, meaning crack. And then when it's funny, as soon as they start hitting white America, they come up with all these terms and then have opioid addiction and all this. They want to help them. But anyway, so crack get introduced into our neighborhoods. They get destroyed. They destroy our neighborhoods. And our women start allowing the young men, their boys, their babies, to run the neighborhood and to run out of control unchecked. And when they did try to get checked, what happened? Now you gotta get into it with their mama. So why do that? Okay, I ain't gonna get into it with your mama. I ain't gonna get into it with none of y'all. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Just don't come in my yard. And so now we got a bunch of young people out of control doing things they shouldn't do. Wow. And even the older people feeling like, oh, they doing it, so I'm gonna do it. And we're not checking our own neighborhood. And the people who don't want to be there, they leaving, who can. And the other people are there held hostage, either by us, or, remember I say some of us are leaving? Democrats start shipping illegals into those areas where the people done left. And then the Democrats got all these illegals in your neighborhood, all these people, and all of them aren't good people. Not as many as my boy Trump said. He had like everybody came over was criminals. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of Democrats, let's listen to this.
94 crime bill, it did contribute to mass incarceration. That 1994 crime bill, it did contribute to mass incarceration in our country.
Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, I'm ashamed that I voted for the 94 crime bill. You ashamed of that bill?
Now, if y'all don't know who Bobby Rush is, Bobby Rush is a alleged Black Panther member that's on the Democrat side of the government, so the Congress. And so that'll tell you he was one of the ones that tried to bring in the reparations, study of reparations with Sheila Lee. Yeah. She tried to he tried to get in on that bill, and that bill went stale for 20 years in the Congress. Let's see what old Jim Crow Joe is talking about here on this clip.
Yeah, when they asked him if he was ashamed of the crime
I
bill.
drafted the bill, as you remember.
I know that.
There are two basic steps here. One step is you must take back.
Came to that bill?
Y'all voted for this.
And in fact, I drafted the bill, as you remember.
I know that.
There are two basic steps here. One step is you must take back the streets. And you take streets by more cops, more prisons, more physical protection for the people. We must take back the streets. It doesn't matter whether or not the person that is accosting your son or daughter or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter or not whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street. Unless we do something.
Damn, he sound like a damn KKK.
About that cadre of young, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure, without any conscience developing, because they literally, I yield myself 3 more minutes, because they literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now, not out of a liberal instinct for love, brother, and humanity, although I think that's a good instinct. Simple, pragmatic reasons. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 50 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale. And it's a society. We have no choice but to society. The truth is, we don't very well know how to rehabilitate them at that point. The sad truth.
Okay, y'all get the picture. They get the picture right, bro, Mark. You voted for that. Let me play another brother, y'all. This brother right here, he be popping off right here. This brother right here be fine. Oh, bro, Mark. I'm just content in so people can see, man. The conversations are out here about this whole delineation thing. They mad with us, man. They mad with it because we are delineating and we are saying, hey, no more y'all get the piggyback off our back. And it's a lot of these tethers out here that's mad, bro, Mark. And that's not our problem. You're going to have to hold your own nuts, man.
That's right.
Same
You see
talking
that?
point as the Nabiscos, now understanding that we've been dealing with the Nabiscos with
Let's see
these
if you
talking
got it
points.
on there.
You think that you can come here and use the same talking points and get
There you
some
go.
sort of track as a damn fool. And I'm not going to argue with a damn Paul, my mama, my grandmother, my father. They all told me the
Is it coming through, bro, Mark?
same damn thing several times over when they see me going
Yeah, bro.
overly
Yeah,
passionate
sound good.
with somebody who's deliberately being obtuse or being ignorant. They say from afar, you can't tell who the idiot is. My sister Natural, who we got up next?
We got Cotton Club up next, and then we gonna bring in Top Boss.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I already went, but I just want to add to something that Black Alpha said. He said, you know, about us, FBA's ethnic cleansing and how this movement, this FBA movement came at the right time. He couldn't have said very important that we understand no matter what city they're burying burying us with tethers. If you look at New York, Tether Central. If you look at LA and California, it's Tether Central. They even sending a lot of tethers down south, to places like Georgia, Atlanta. Atlanta ain't even Atlanta no more. It's nothing but tethers down there. So even in, I got cousins in North Carolina and South Carolina. They telling me it's nothing but there. So if we look, man, the military strategy is water them in, feed them in, and bury us. So it's important that we have the type of circles where we understand strategy. And right now, the strategy is burying us. So, like Brother Black Alpha said, it's a good time that we came up with this FBA movement so we can in this fight for survival and strategize against it, because this stuff is getting out of hand. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
One more thing. I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to you, Cotton, for saying that. Because when you look at what's happening in Atlanta right now, and our brother just said Atlanta is what? It's turned into a den full of tethers, right? Now you look at what Atlanta's talking about doing with the reparation situation, but they're not being specific and talking about the descendants of American slaves. They're talking about people who, it's a descendants of those impacted by harm. So you got to be very, very careful with these folks, because this is what they're doing. They're using the messed up wording, like our brother Neely Fuller Jr. was saying, and our brother Black Alpha just mentioned. Neely Fuller was talking about we got to use very precise wording. They're using very deliberate wording to make sure that you think that they're talking about you, but they're not talking about you. Brown made it very clear when the news interviewed them. They were like, oh no, we're not talking about any type of cap. We're talking about down payments for housing, and we can do programs, but all of these things are supposed to be pulled and drawn from the same social programs that they already have. So basically what they're saying is they're implementing another social program. That isn't reparations. So I'm glad that you brought that up, my brother Cotton, because that is a major thing going on right now in Atlanta. Alpha, you want to touch on that?
Man, you already know, brother. You was feeling my energy, dog, because I was ready to go. Family, that's an absolute 100% great point. Let me also add what went on in Atlanta. Remember, y'all, I was one at the reparations task force hearing in Fulton County. Check out my speech. It was all out there. It went viral. It's all on the channel. Check out my speech when I went there. Y'all remember that Jamaican lady?
You hear this, bro, Mark?
Oh yeah, bro.
Do you hear this?
Yeah. Yep.
It's going down, man. Why they got you trying to fight a war that's not your war? They got you trying to fight, but you won't fight for yourself. I don't get it.
Well,
started spazzing out.
Go ahead, bro, Mark.
I was just gonna say, nowadays, unfortunately, we don't fight for nothing. Only thing we want to fight for is our Hennessy at the liquor store, our favorite team on the football field or basketball court, and politics, which we know nothing about. The only thing we know is what CNN tells us. Them the only things we want to fight about. And we gotta get smarter. We gotta get deeper than that. Go ahead on and continue playing, bro.
Yes, sir.
Out on all the black Americans about when she was talking about bumper clot, all that stuff. She was tripping, right? Because somebody, her kid was up there, some nonsense, some tether. She was up there running her mouth, and the brothers and sisters, they were like, hold up, wait a minute now. We keeping this lineage. What you talking about? And then she spazzed out and was talking about some, y'all don't like us anyway. The Jamaican accent came out. Y'all notice when they be cosplaying us, they be talking all precise or trying to. They be like, well, my name is Carl and da-da-da-da. And as soon as you start checking them, Carl turned into Mutombo. She turned into Fufu. Then you start to hear that real accent. They don't like the fact that we hear that accent anyway. She was talking all that prim and proper. And when brothers and sisters start checking her, then that Jamaican, we already knew. I met her a year before she spazzed out. When I went to go get that.
Did it go off? I don't know how that happened.
What you say, bro?
think it went off on me.
We
Sorry about
lost.
that. There was
Yeah, it did. It
technical
did.
difficulty.
It's because there ain't no business because your ass is Jamaican. What the hell are you on my reparations panel for? That's unforgivable. Fam, let me tell you something. It ain't just about what these people say. It's where they're at. I don't give a damn if you say, I love Black Americans. I love Foundation. I love Freedmen. I love the Black American flag. Yep, and you better love it off my damn reparations panel because that does not concern you. So whatever one thing, but where they present tells you it all. They place these people strategically where we're at. So I knew that lady was nothing but a bum tether fraud. I knew it when I seen her 2 years ago. She was acting nice to Black Alpha. Number one, come on your show. I said, how about hell no? Tethering, you get off our panel. A year later, sisters checked her. Boom. And let me also add this about the reparations task force out there in Atlanta. Y'all know why they got a whole new goddamn staff? It's because brothers and sisters exposed the whole last staff. So they went back and they changed it up, and now it's all names and faces. They done flipped around. When I went there, I shut it down. I was the one who went there and I was talking to the whole panel, and I was like, y'all gonna have to pass these damn reparations for Black Americans, because when I got here, I seen a bunch of homeless Black Americans in the street stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Chicago and Cali, New York. I was the one who got there and said, FBA South got something to say. Shout out to Andre 3000. And I was the one representing, waving that damn flag full time.
Hey, bro, Mark, I met this brother up in Washington, D.C. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
I met this brother right here in Washington, D.C. We was chopping up some game together, man, in D.C. Last year. Good brother right here, man. His name Black Alpha.
And I was letting them know that you ain't gonna separate us. We'll go on with our brothers and sisters that go on with us down here in the South. We'll go on in the Midwest. That goes on with us in the South, and the West Coast is all there. So when I say FBA South got something to say, you damn right, because what they're trying to do now, fam, is they are trying to take away the South. I just gave you the whole task force. They done try to flip, flop, and twist. And by the way, the task force in Atlanta, they had that mixed lady on there where she was running around telling you she wasn't no damn Black American. They had the Jamaican on there. They had Democratic Shields on there. A lot of the N-Cobra people were on there. Matter of fact, I checked that damn N-Cobra dude live in the living color. Shout out to my brother EJ. He was there. My other brother EJ. I got two EJs. They're both from Georgia. Shout out to the whole family. I checked the N-Cobra guy. The Democratic Shields were there. And when I went and gave the speech, I want everybody to go look at it. It's on my page. It's the first thing you're going to see. It's the pinned tweet. They had a big camera or a big platform Jumbotron. And guess who was on the Jumbotron? A white woman. She's talking and she's trying to basically, conduct the whole conversation. And when I was talking, I wasn't even looking at the panel. I was looking up at her. And if y'all notice, when I start getting real and I'm dropping them facts, she starts looking at everything other than me. She was running. So that's the reparations task force out there in Fulton County. They done try to remodel the whole damn thing now, fam, because brothers and sisters is onto it. You had them, everybody but us. That's why I say, fam, it's about gonna be people talking on foundational Black Americans, but ain't a foundational Black American in the room. Them days are over. And speaking of them doing that, this is another thing that I'm the one who unearthed this summer going on in Atlanta. Remember that Queen Atua chick? What about that 6th region stuff going on out there in Africa? Y'all remember Black Alpha Network is the one who destroyed their fake narrative and blew the lid and the hinges off of that story, that Queen Atua chick was strategically placed right here in the United States of America by who? By Barack Obama, because she was getting medals of freedom and all these things from Barack. And where is she located at? Right there in Atlanta. And then guess what else Black Alpha ended up discovering and ended up giving y'all the breaking news about? She also is writing little laws with the politicians in Atlanta. This woman is not even, she's writing laws in Atlanta that a lot of the Democrats are pushing through. And what is the main focus? African affairs in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. Fam, they done try to infiltrate the ATL, something crazy. You feel me? And I do more for Atlanta than a lot of folks who claim to be from Atlanta or are from Atlanta and they just bums. I represent the whole state of Georgia. Telling you right now, As a Georgia man, these people out here trying to take away what foundational Black Americans have created in this great state, and I ain't going for it. So that's why I tell everybody, and I'll continue to say it, and it ain't just about Georgia. It's North Carolina, South Carolina, it's Alabama, Arkansas, it's Louisiana, it's Texas, it's Florida, it's Tennessee, it's Kentucky. I'm talking about the whole South. FBA South got something to say. And I'm going to tell you what that something is. It's called delineation, regulation. Play on us. They're not going to do it South because remember, y'all, if they take the South from foundational Black Americans, you can cancel it. You can sit here and argue with tethers all goddamn day long, back and forth. But when they start placing tethers in the deep South, you got a problem. Because everybody knows our motherland ain't no damn Africa. Our motherland is the South in the United States of America. So don't think for 1 second that these folks ain't sitting there trying to put all of these South, because that's exactly what they're doing, y'all.
Wow. Hey, bro, Mark.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Wow. I'm going to leave it right there, bro. We're going to continue this conversation tomorrow. And I'm just trying to show y'all how there's a lot of people out there really stomping the ground on this delineation movement. And we're trying to say, hey, you know what? We're no longer going to stump the ground for everybody. Excuse me. We're not going to keep putting on the cake for everybody.
You think Kaka?
Can you hear me, bro?
Right. Yeah, I can hear you.
We're not going to keep putting on the cake for everybody.
No, because they know where the power at. We got the power, but we got to focus the power and stop letting our power be dispersed in everybody fight other than ours.
I had to tell a family member today because our women, this was a woman, and she talking about, oh, they this and they that, and it was a Haitian brother, I guess, whatever she is in a relationship with. But I'm telling her, he can't take you to his indigenous people in his country. You can't go to his country and say, oh, well, y'all need to be fighting for us. You can't do that. So why you allow them to come here and do that?
Don't break it.
Shame us. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we're going to have this conversation. We got to continue this conversation, man. We've been having some good conversations, and we've been having some good topics that we got to keep chopping up this heavy game on, man. I think I'm gonna put together a part 2 of this show tomorrow, bro, Mark. I'm going to send you an invite, so just make sure you check your email and be ready, all right? And we're going to make it pop off.